300 horsepower under a 70-year-old bonnet. That's how we make them in the UK. Change of course, port side. I've done races in South Africa almost as exciting as this one. They were actually quite similar, except they had walking giraffes instead of floating goats. On your right, after the bridge. Expect a little surprise after this jump. Stops for you. Go cross that line.
Congratulations, driver. On to the next one. Starting to feel like a true adventurer? Let's keep moving. The next race takes us on an expedition to explore the east of the island. Meadows, mountains, dirt roads and beaches. A program at the crossroads of off-roading. To accompany you in such a race, a famous lady with more experience than any other car, especially prepped for the occasion. The 1967 Volkswagen Beetle Rally Road version. Even today, the Beetle still competes in the world's top rallies due to its iconic status and timeless look. prove this bug isn't just for show, that it can handle its own against the toughest contenders.
What the hell is that goat doing in the sky? Get out of the way, you big... Whew, close call. Great! New terrain! That's part of the beauty of this island. Its incredible diversity of topography. Get ready to turn left on the hill. Amazing! This valley is simply gorgeous. It reminds me of when I crossed the Atacama Desert back in my own old Beetle. I got lost for 4 days, but eventually made it, all thanks to the old bugger. A beautiful love story. Until the engine broke down and I exchanged it for a donkey. Uh-oh, this is going to be tough. Oh, it's okay, don't mind me, just keep your foot down. Can you see the ocean, my friend? That is where we're going. Straight on. What the hell is that goat doing in the sky? Get out of the way, you big... Whew, close call. Great! New terrain. That's part of the beauty of this island. Its incredible diversity of topography. Get ready to turn left on the hill. in the sky. Get out of the way, you big... Whew, close call. Great! New terrain! That's part of the beauty of this island. Its incredible diversity of topography. Get ready to turn left on the hill. Amazing! This valley is simply gorgeous. It reminds me of when I crossed the Atacama Desert back in my own old Beetle. I got lost for 4 days, but eventually made it, all thanks to the old bugger. A beautiful love story. Until the engine broke down and I exchanged it for a donkey. Uh-oh, this is going to be tough. Oh, it's okay, don't mind me, just keep your foot down. Can you see the ocean, my friend? That is where we're going. Straight on. Okay, you're almost there. I can see the finish line from up here. Well done! That Beetle's still got it.
No time to rest on your laurels. Keep going, driver. The next race is slated to be the wildest one yet. If you're in the mood for a little jungle tour. Grab your backpack and try not to get lost. As beautiful as it might be, I'm in no mood for spending a night among the local fauna.
morning, compadre. I see you've embarked on a 4x4 race through the jungle. That's bold. Call me Captain Obvious, but watch out for the trees. No sandy deserts in Hawaii, just beaches everywhere. Make the most of it. The wet sand is perfect for going at high speed. You're vanishing into the canopy. Even my eagle eyes can't follow you. I'll catch up with you when you come out of the rainforest. Everything okay down there? Still alive? Got you, my friend. Welcome back. How did you like that little jungle cruise? Wow. Okay, listen up. During the next few seconds, no matter what happens, do not close your eyes. You'll soon be out of sight again. If you end up in the mud, don't panic. The Rubicon's traction and huge 33-inch tires are the best safety insurance you can get. See you at the finish line. Jungle race was mental. You must be knackered.
driver. New challenges lie ahead. Has reached its final act. One last race, one final shot of adrenaline to finish this off-roading experience on top of the podium. The mountain paths are somewhat narrow for large machines. We'll give you a more suitable vehicle, a motocross bike. The Kawasaki KX450F, to be specific. A bike that truly lives up to its reputation. And the perfect vehicle to traverse Hawaii's breathtaking heights. Wild enough to make it on your own?
Bloody hell! How did you get up here? Even my chopper is having a heart attack. So what beast did they get you for this trail? Let me see. Looks like a swift, maneuverable motorcycle, signature lime green. Say no more. This has got to be the one and only KX450. All right then. Ride, climb, fly. Anything's possible with this ride. What a sight. I've seen a fair share of them, but this landscape is going to be etched in my memory forever. You couldn't be more on the edge. Last time I saw something like this was in Bolivia. The Yungas Road, or the Death Road, they called it. I can't get enough of this view. The landscapes of this island are really breathtaking. Then brace for the slope. It's a steep, narrow and technical one. Be extra careful. Whoa! Do not miss that bridge down there. Huge right turn. And back to civilization. Awe-inspiring adventure, my friend. It was brilliant. I've got to go now, but I look forward to doing this again.
There's a reward vehicle waiting for you. New playlist ahead. Let's go. playlist ahead. Let's go! You just signed in for Ocean and Sky, a playlist of a totally different kind. The Motorfest is all about car culture. Or so you think. The truth is, it goes way beyond the realm of asphalt and four-wheelers, with pretty much all kinds of motorized vehicles. More machines means new thrills and more ways to explore the island. You're in Hawaii after all. You don't want to miss one bit of it. I hope you can swim and that you're not afraid of heights, because you're going for 100% perfect blue, ocean and sky. Ocean and Sky. Can you fly and sail as well as you drive? To the next objective. You're going to need a boat to access the first event. Use the fast fade vehicle switch and onward tow, sailor. The championship is about to begin, and it'll start with a powerboat race around smaller islands of the archipelago. You can use this short joyride to get better acclimated to your boat. Once the race is on, you will want to know what you're doing. We're here. The ocean is yours for the taking.
This is Sean Babaloo.
And this is Bob Schwartz. We're talking to you live from Hawaii, where we'll be following yet another Motorfest series. A very special one, to say the least.
Indeed, no rubber or asphalt today. The competition you're about to follow is all about boats and planes. Ocean and sky.
Waves and wind.
That's right. And as you happen to be the boat specialist, Bob, the floor is all yours.
It's like it.
Thanks, Sean. Indeed, we're starting right off the bat with some serious inshore powerboat racing. The ocean is nice and flat. Perfect for our competitors to show us how well they can handle these speedsters. If they use their trim right, they'll be able to push their machines to their maximum.
These things are fast, man. And I'm especially curious about that red trident-shaped boat right there. What model is that?
This peculiar one-seater, my friend, is another unique Motorfest creation. A compact yet aggressive speedboat, the Water Rocket. Funny that this specific boat got your eye. Its pilot is actually one of the newcomers who's recently been rocking Motorfest.
Interesting. Well, guess we're not letting this promising challenger out of our sight then. And that's one lap down.
Gotta avoid those rocks.
Person here, but I have to admit this series is off to a good start. I see a lot of skills down here.
You're absolutely right, Sean. Plus, we've got Hawaii on its Sunday best. Careful, it may not last.
The finish line. Hang in there, buddy.
That's Water Rocket, Sean. Try to keep up.
Congratulations, driver. On to the next one. You've experienced the ocean. Now it's time to take to the skies. This is an opportunity to see the island like you've never seen before. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
This is Bob Schwartz and Sean Babaloo. What's up, Sean?
All good here, Bob. The first airborne trial has started, as you all know. These are individual races against the clock, and we're currently following our standout contestant from earlier. Come on, Water Rocket, show them what you got.
Well, it truly brings a tear to my eye to see you so enthusiastic, Sean. You sound like you've just hit your 40s again. So, what's your feeling on this?
The weather conditions still seem reasonable, allowing our pilots to take advantage of these nice wind currents without any real turbulence. I'm really curious to see how the up-and-coming water rocket will take advantage of that. Let's see how it'll turn out.
Do you really think the newbie stands a chance in this competition?
Trust me, Robert, I can feel it in my bones. As you can see, some of the risky segments here require flying real close to the mountains. Contestant is now following the ridge of the mountain.
A great spot for motocross. Off-roading addicts, this is for you.
And welcome to Hawaii. Down and through the arch. Beechcraft Stagger Wing is truly a beautiful piece, isn't it? And a great choice for that flight. If you take a look at its side, you'll notice that it bears an unusual negative wing stagger design, which means its upper wing is positioned behind the lower one.
Matter of visibility, I presume.
You're absolutely right, Bob, among other things. Watch closely, everyone. You don't see such a hot antique going all out like this every day.
Honolulu just appeared on the horizon. Oh, that's a great sight.
far, this flight ends above the breathtaking Motorfest playground. A great time for the Stagger Wing and its promising pilots.
Well, I'm staggered.
What a win! The first of many, I am sure. Now that you've seen both sides of this playlist, you know what you've got yourself into. The championship is on, and the next event is just a few minutes south of here. You'll be getting back in the water for a powerboat race that will take place around the stunning Hanama racetrack. Since you'll be surfing around the Alpha GP's turf, this obviously calls for a fitting boat, right? Don't worry, we got you covered with the Ice Marine Blade Runner. Don't forget to trim your boat in the straight lines to gain extra speed.
Is over. We're entering the second round. Same contestants, new waters, new boats. Bob?
I'm reared up and ready to go, Sean. The pilots are already giving it all. First, the contestants have to go along the racetrack water bridge. Is not going to be easy. Lots of shallow water sections to cross and many obstacles to avoid. That's quite a different lineup that we have here compared to our first aquatic ride. We're going bigger, faster, meaner.
See, check out this boat. It looks like it's calling for blood.
The Ice Marine Blade Runner 35. British origins, extremely slick design, a boat that catches the eye.
Careful with the rocks. Sean and Bob back on the ocean. The warm-up is over. We're entering the second round. Same contestants, new waters, new boats. Bob?
I'm reared up and ready to go, Sean. The pilots are already giving it all. First, the contestants have to go along the racetrack water bridge. That race is not going to be easy. Lots of shallow water sections to cross and many obstacles to avoid. That's quite a different lineup that we have here compared to our first aquatic ride. We're going bigger, faster, meaner.
I can see that. Check out this boat. It looks like it's calling for blood.
The Ice Marine Blade Runner 35. British origins, extremely slick design, a boat that catches the eye.
Careful with the rocks.
Upriver now, things are going to go differently. Shallow waters, narrow paths.
Racetrack, and that's one lap.
Second lap. There's everything left to play for. A quick shout out to our friend and colleague Ray Warren, who's hosting the equally remarkable Motorsports series just nearby at the Tahoma racetrack.
A real professional. I can almost hear him from here.
The jump.
Radio listeners, I'd like to point out that the scenery here is absolutely stunning.
Absolutely. It kind of reminds me of that trip I took in Barbados with my wife Giselle about 20 years ago. Blade Runner 35 in all its glory. I love that boat. I actually think I should get one.
Well, Bob, I'm not sure Giselle would agree with you on that.
No time to rest on your laurels. Keep going, driver. The competition continues. Let me gather the new data. Done. Time to go to the skies again. For this new flight, you're going to need sharp reflexes and real steady nerves. Aerobatic through the canyon, through the city, and more. Low altitude, high pace, and a whole lot of things to avoid. Extreme focus is mandatory here.
Honestly, you should have seen the colors in that thing. And those custom designs, phew, real masterpiece. No joke, this Bake-Off season finale was a real... Hello, we're back live. Welcome back, everyone.
Hey, Sean, we're back indeed for our second air trial, where another contestant has just taken off. Several pilots already had their turns, so we're well suited to tell you that this path is a toughie. Right, Sean?
Well, Bob, you said it. We're talking about a low-altitude aerobatic flight through the canyon and other fun stuff. Highly technical and dangerous. Good luck out there, water rocket.
Mean section right there. The more I see it, the more I think it must be hard to handle.
Yeah, Motorfest sure isn't sparing these pilots, and believe me, they're clearly not out of the woods yet.
Look at this guy, cleverly teasing what's coming next.
above the lovely Hawaiian countryside.
Lovely, sure, but better watch for these wind turbines.
You're almost there. It's just about passing that last gate. Beautiful performance. It's incredible what a Zivco edge and great skills can achieve.
Man and machine working in unison.
What a win! The first of many, I am sure. This is half-time. You've earned a short break. The powerboat adventure about to join now stretches along the whole northern coast of the island, from east to west. There aren't as many turns over there, so it'll be like sailing offshore. I wish I could tell you that maintaining your speed and keeping your opponents at bay is all you need to do. But you'll have to deal with choppy sailing conditions. It was just a matter of time. Did you really think you were going to avoid the Hawaiian curls forever? The good thing is, your boat for this race will be the Lamborghini Technomar. I know, this keeps getting better, doesn't it? We're close. Don't forget. Go fast, but watch for those mean waves. One single move can turn the tide.
Here, live and ready for that third round of Ocean and Sky. The race has started, and the 8 boats are already making their way out of the bay. Joys of live broadcasting, my compadre, Mr. Babalu, is being kept elsewhere at the moment. But we're nothing if not adaptable, so let's move forward until he catches up. This time we're going offshore with way bigger boats, including the incredible Lamborghini Technomar. You heard it, a boat made by Lamborghini, inspired by their astonishing Lamborghini Sean. And fellas, look at this Kraken! It's also important to mention that the sea got a little turbulent since the previous race. The competitors will have to deal with that. Look at that swell. Ooh, someone who's never experienced it can't fathom what it's like to sail in such conditions, especially at that speed.
get me into waffle talk. How long can it take to... Hey, everyone, it's Sean, and I'm back to the studio with my man Bond. What did I miss?
Well, my friend, we're halfway through the race, and the weather conditions are only getting worse.
I can see it. Look at these waves. Choosing larger boats clearly was the wise choice for this race.
Contestants need to push their engines.
Come on, water rockets. Gorgeous Lamborghini Technomar like a true sailor. Way to go, water rockets!
You know what? I think I'm also taking a liking to this newcomer.
Well done. Let's move on to the following event. To need a plane that is both sturdy and maneuverable for what's coming. You'll be flying above the volcano through rough conditions. That's why we have another 20th century legend waiting for you. The crewman F8F Bearcat, a real fighter. If you're going to look down on the volcano, that plane is your best ally.
Howdy, listeners. We're still on, and after quite a rough powerboat ride, it looks like Hawaii is set on making things difficult for our competitors.
That's right. After dealing with a pretty choppy sea, our pilots now have to cope with difficult flying conditions. Don't get fooled by this beautiful sky. Some serious turbulence is to be expected. Let's just hope that volcano doesn't have an extra surprise in store for us down there.
Airplanes, volcanoes, and turbulence. Sounds like a good old direct-to-DVD movie.
Hold on to your seat. It's time to gain altitude. As we speak, our favorite Challenger water rocket is back in the sky for this third flight. In the cockpit of a stunning Grumman F-8F Bearcat, or simply the Bear. As an extremely reliable machine, it has served many purposes back in the day. Combat, aerobatic, air racing, or leisure.
The stories this plane could tell.
For sure. If that thing could speak, you would not be disappointed. Now let's go tease the master of the island.
The big old Fire Mountain.
Look at this. How crazy is that?
Motorfest crazy. That old geezer has still got it. You're talking about the plane, aren't you, Sean?
Well done. Let's move on to the following event. go to settle the score in both disciplines. Everything you've learnt over the 6 previous rounds will be key to snatching the last points that could lead you to the podium. You've guessed, it starts with the ultimate water showdown, a race among ships and carriers in the beautiful Bay of Pearl Harbor. For this, we have a gleaming DCP M31 being prepped for you as we speak. An all-rounder, chosen to get you through all possible situations.
Welcome back, everyone. We're now in Pearl Harbor Bay, and the contestants are already sailing at full speed. Sean, this is it, the final round of this series.
You're right. 2 events to go, starting as usual with an encounter at sea.
Look at this light, Sean. The day is young and promising, just like this race.
The ocean has calmed down, but this doesn't mean there isn't any less action. Our drivers out there must be filled with adrenaline and renewed vigor, as these are the last moments to score those final precious points.
You're totally right. These guys are going to play every single card they have. Trimming, nitro, and the best of their sea knowledge. For the shallow water section.
Careful, the passage gets pretty narrow below these bridges. I'm checking on my #1 contestant, Water Rocket, who's about to enter its second lap.
I'm with you on that. This time, our pilot got a DCB M31, an excellent, reasonably sized performance catamaran. Not as impressive as the Technomar, but way more suitable for that kind of technical inshore showdown. Going all around the aircraft carrier. Look at that massive ship. Guys, we are surrounded by manta rays here. Oh, a majestic tribute to the local fauna. Giselle would love them.
Just like a ballet.
Come on, Water Rocket. Now's the time to push. Trim that M31.
And that's the finish line, Bob. The Pacific has been tamed.
A thrilling race, Sean. Way to conclude the ocean part of the competition.
Well done. Let's move on to the following event. This last event is for expert pilots only. And I'm not just saying that. You'll be flying at low altitude through downtown Honolulu, among towers and skyscrapers. Meaning, no room for mistakes. You're in the big leagues. Obviously, the plane you'll fly has to be small, compact, and responsive. That's why we got you yet another gem from the past. A machine that has won numerous prizes and even broken records in its time. The Granville GPR Super Sportster. I'm telling you right now, don't judge that bumblebee by its looks. It may be chubby, yet this plane was actually made for racing. How it handles is sure to surprise you.
Last challenger is now taking his turn. The plane has taken off, and it's on. Look at the beautiful skyline in the distance. This is precisely where we're headed. Sean, you're up. Your specialty, your protege, your moment.
I'm 100% focused, Bob. This is serious business. Like all the previous contestants before, Water Rocket will have to make it through this extremely technical flight through the city. The fun has already begun. Careful between these two buildings. You've seen it. Some of these sections are dreadful. Extreme mode is mandatory. All right, now a little detour over the shores, then back to town.
Beautiful view from up here, fellas. We've passed Waikiki Beach and are now going for the second half of this loop. We have the most fantastic view of the famous Diamond Head right now.
Going down. Ooh, careful, not too much. Down to the river, then all the way left. Things are about to get even more treacherous for our pilot.
The sun is now directly ahead. This won't make things easier.
An extremely sharp turn is coming up. You've got to steer the plane all the way to the right. Another sharp left turn. One of the most challenging segments is coming up. It requires a very difficult maneuver.
Well, Sean, we're out of the city. The toughest part is behind us.
That's right, Bob. Just a few more good maneuvers, and then all we have to do is land smoothly. And back home.
That was a fight to remember, Sean.
Seriously. A great finale in a series that kept its promises till the end.
Don't forget to grab your reward vehicle, driver. From the whole Motorfest staff, congratulations! A playlist is available, driver. Let's roll towards a new playlist journey. Let's try to find the perfect steering angle for what follows. Do the terms power over, faint entry, or clutch kick mean something to you? Okay. That might sound a bit technical, but technique is one thing you'll need a lot of. For a long time, drifting was illegal in Japan, the drift country of origin. The discipline has come a long way since then. It's now one of the most impressive kind of motorsports, taking place all over the world. crucial, the Motorfest brings together the best and gives you the opportunity to compete against them. A short container break before getting down to business. Try to find the perfect steering angle for what follows. Controlling the uncontrollable. Let the drift experience begin. To the next objective. Driver, before letting you drift in the wild, the Motorfest invites you to try your hand-burning rubber or professional track drifting. It's your chance to gain a little confidence, and you'll never slide alone either. Your host came to Hawaii with her crew to teach Japanese street racing. She's a lover of drifting and didn't want to leave without giving a little masterclass. Hinata, one of the members of the pack, from the Made in Japan playlist. If it doesn't ring a bell, well, you know what you could do. The playlist is there waiting for you. lesser individual scoring events. And maximum points by drifting as long as possible. Hinata might have a tip or two that you could use. You won't meet your opponent now, but that doesn't mean that they are not present. Your score will be compared to theirs. The drifting track of the festival, the first of a series of 3.
Drifter. Remember me? Didn't think we'd meet again. I'm so happy. You made such a great impression with your Supra, Shingo even wanted to put the same Dragon sticker on his NSX. Honestly, you should come and see his car. Otherwise, he might sulk. Okay, let's focus. As you know, drifting is a bit of a hobby of mine. My job is to coach you by sharing my favorite drills. It's gonna be so cool. My first piece of advice is simple. If you want to drift, just accelerate and drift. This may sound basic, but it's the key. Your Nismo is powerful enough to slide along on its own when you're at high speed, so don't be afraid to keep your foot on the gas. Once you start, the only challenge is managing your tire placement. There was a Ferris wheel here? And flying sharks too? I'm gonna stay here forever. Drifter. Remember me? Didn't think we'd meet again. I'm so happy. You made such a great impression with your Supra, Shingo even wanted to put the same Dragon sticker on his NSX. Honestly, you should come and see his car. Otherwise, he might sulk. Okay, let's focus. As you know, drifting is a bit of a hobby of mine. My job is to coach you by sharing my favorite drills. It's gonna be so cool. My first piece of advice is simple. If you want to drift, just accelerate and drift. This may sound basic, but it's the key. Your Nismo is powerful enough to slide along on its own when you're at high speed, so don't be afraid to keep your foot on the gas. Once you start, the only challenge is managing your tire placement. a Ferris wheel here? And flying sharks too? I'm gonna stay here forever. The thrill of new mastered skills. It's worth all the crew credits in the world. Hey, Drifter. Remember me? Didn't think we'd meet again. I'm so happy. You made such a great impression with your Supra, Shingo even wanted to put the same dragon sticker on his NSX. Honestly, you should come and see his car. Otherwise, he might sulk. Okay, let's focus. As you know, drifting is a bit of a hobby of mine. My job is to coach you by sharing my favorite drills. It's gonna be so cool. My first piece of advice is simple. If you want to drift, just accelerate and drift. This may sound basic, but it's the key. Your Nismo is powerful enough to slide along on its own when you're at high speed, so don't be afraid to keep your foot on the gas. Once you start, the only challenge is managing your tire placement. There was a Ferris wheel here? And flying sharks too? I'm gonna stay here forever. The thrill of new mastered skills. It's worth all the crew credits in the world.
Great job, but the journey is far from over.